Hi, I'm Barbara tonight.
Oh, okay.
Ah, hi, Barb.
Hey,
I cannot get mine to work, and I don't even want to bother wasting time talking about why.
but I'm here too.
But
Hi,
Yay.
Barb.
The hand.
Uh-huh.
thank you. We are called to order 3 minutes late. And I heard it was being recorded, so we can just pull people off of the recording. And did Brad get on to join us? He was asking earlier.
I've not seen him.
Okay. So,
Oh, there he is. He just now. Hold
cool.
on.
Thank you, Patsy.
Uh-huh.
By the way, thank you, Patsy, for taking care of that.
Yeah. I'm kind of by the seat of my pants, but so far it's working.
Good. So we do have our first report is the update on new club growth. And that's part of why we're late is because we're in the midst of working on that. Anyhow, it's our first day and Little Rock had 5 applications today.
Yay!
Brian,
Yay!
3. So we are moving, and that's a good thing.
And this month on the membership report, Springfield North was added. North Springfield was added on to our membership report.
Good.
And I've added 4, 2 today and 2 on Monday, last Monday.
High five.
Great, Rhonda. That's great. And your Facebook leads are looking out for us in West Little Rock, so thank you.
I'm still working on them. I had 4 new ones this morning. So, and I've got one of them already apped in and I've got 3 in the process. So
You haven't sent me anything
I
else.
haven't gotten- Did Jay send you things, Robin? How did you get them?
no, I'm still on the website pulling them off the lead center.
One of them that came in on West Little Rock today, I haven't got to convert it over yet, but she's already joined, it's that Dixie. Okay. So she doesn't need to contact. Okay.
We need to check on Brian because Jay is not working on those and I've been trying to do them, but I don't get the information.
Let me,
Okay, that's an aside. Sorry, folks. Anyhow, doing well. Club revitalization. Do we have Ralph on the call?
No, Ralph.
No,
Sorry,
Ralph.
I haven't seen him unless he has a different, some people just have they don't have their names. They have a code and I don't,
No, I think he does.
okay.
Okay, we do have some people that have stated that they have interest in growing, and we have given them the information that we need to start that process, but we don't have anything back from them as yet, so we will see how those go.
and Neosho is back in the fold, or is back in the talk about a new club. Danielle DeMarco from Goodman, and I put her in contact with Les. She has rented a room and is going to have an informational meeting. So,
And
When?
and I have some information on that as well.
good, Victor.
Oh, thank you, Victor. Please share.
Yes, I've been in after I received Barb's email with the information about Danielle. I've been in touch with her, and I have a meeting set up with her Wednesday evening in the Osho.
This week?
Also, yes,
Okay.
day after tomorrow, I'll be meeting with Danielle, and she's okay with the combined club with Neosho and Goodman. Also, last Wednesday, Norma Clinton, the incoming lieutenant governor, and myself met with Ian Waite, who he lives in Neosho, works in Joplin. He's from Jamaica, and he's very interested in rebuilding the Neosho Kiwanis Club. And he has a very interesting story. He grew up with Kiwanis in Jamaica. Kiwanis is a very important thing in a club in their lives there. And so it's very important to him to be part of Kiwanis. So anyway, I met with Ian last week. Ian's going to be meeting with Danielle and myself Wednesday. So hopefully we've got a start.
Right.
And
Yeah, Ian wants to rebuild the old Neo show, but you're talking about a new Neo show, right? So you're just gonna.
well,
customize or-
yes and no. Yes, Ian would like to see the Neosho Kiwanis Club rebuilt. If we can combine that with Danielle, and maybe we need to change the name to something else.
To a
You know,
county or something, yeah.
Right, exactly. Just expand the area. Hopefully we can get all of that together, and that's what we Wednesday night. I'm hoping with the two of them there, we can get that worked out.
Well,
I think whatever we do, Danielle wants to be president, though. So
so
Well, hallelujah.
she'll be.
she's expressed that already. So
But when I talked to her, she had rented a room in a building for an informational meeting on August 26th. And I said, well,
Wow.
none of us
right,
can be there on August 26th, so maybe you could have it another time. And she said, sure, that would be fine.
exactly.
So she's willing to work whatever. She just wants to get a club going. So that's awesome.
Now I've invited Ian up to the convention to come up Saturday morning, and I thought I could introduce him around, and I'll extend that same invitation to Danielle. So hopefully both of them will come up Saturday morning to the convention in Springfield.
Yeah, that would be great.
So,
That's good. That's really good news, Victor. Thank you to you and Norman.
oh, sure. Absolutely.
Super, thank you for the report.
Oh, if I could real quick, and then I'll be done. I tried using the email you had in your last letter to RSVP for the Branson Charter Night, Friday
Yeah,
night.
it was wrong.
It didn't, yeah.
That
it
was my
bounced.
fault, Victor. I put it down wrong. I'll add
Okay,
you to the list.
okay, thank you. I just need to write somebody, I think. I don't know who.
Yeah, no, yeah, you can just send it to Robin Asher if you want and stuff. I'm the president of the club, so. but
Oh, okay.
I'll let Pam know that you're coming and things.
Oh, okay, thanks. Very good.
Okay,
Okay, super.
Does anyone else need it? Do you need to get the correct information from Robin? Or was it just for you?
I guess it's just me. I don't.
Okay,
I thought I resent it all out, the corrected one, to everybody, but I'll resend it to you, Victor.
I appreciate it. Was it 5:30 at the Best Western
Yes, in Branson
Okay.
West.
in Branson West? Okay,
Yes.
very good.
Okay, thank you.
Sure thing.
thanks. Great work, Victor, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, do we have Cheryl on the call? Cheryl Anderson?
Yes,
was
and she's
here.
unmuted. Um, Education is not much different than last month. Springdale, Kirkwood, Springfield, St. Peters is the only 4 that have happened. I know some have chosen not to have it. For instance, my division, because some of the clubs are still on Zoom and they're like, we'll just do it online. And a couple of people said, well, we'll probably be at that convention and do it down there. So I haven't been nagging the trainers, but I need to get on doing that this week to there may be some that have been done that just are not entered in the education tracker. That's pretty common to happen.
Cheryl, I hired you to be a nag. You really need to be.
I know, I gotta get on this.
What about the KI online training, last week?
Mm-hmm.
Well, do we have good attendance?
I just know
We
that
have no idea yet.
the secretary from Normandy went, so I know.
Yeah. I went, there was close to 500 on the president training and around 400 on the secretary and about 200 on the treasurer.
But they'll have a record of that, right?
Yeah, as long as you do your survey, you will be recorded as attended.
Oh,
So if you don't do the survey, the follow-up survey, it doesn't count because they figure you probably
do they all
were
know?
not really there.
But you left the call.
Do they all know that they have to do the survey?
Yes, they made it perfectly clear. And they sent us a link at the end of the session and they sent out another link today
Good.
saying, make sure you get your survey done and here's the recordings.
They don't
So-
have any software to automatically move attendance to the education tracker. So last year they had to transfer everything by hand, one by one. It was a big deal.
Yeah, I never did get credit last year. I just finally gave up in asking them. But that's all right. But
And I
Kim
was,
said it's gonna get done.
sorry, I wasn't writing fast enough. You said Springdale, St. Peter's.
Springfield.
And Kirkwood.
Kirkwood.
Kirkwood?
Kirkwood and St. Peter's
That's
were.
the ones that Tiffany and Barb did.
Okay.
And I,
And I have entered in the tracker the 3 Springfield sessions with the people that volunteered to lead them. So they're all ready to go.
I've got
Um,
put in, but I still have to get St. Peter's in.
St. Peter's is in.
They are?
I think so. I mean, their list,
Okay, well, I'll check on it.
just a second. I don't know. I can't see from what I printed off. But maybe the attendees aren't in there yet. I'm not sure from what I can see.
Okay. Thank you, Cheryl.
So you're welcome.
Is Katie on?
I'm on.
Good evening.
Hi.
Do we have a district convention report?
Yes, ma'am. We do. We have, I just pulled it up and then as soon as I put up something else, I already forgot. 103 people have registered. 12 of them are guests. Now, that's exciting because I'm happy about that. We need 50 more. We need 50 more. And if you haven't registered, seen a lot of your names come across. We have 7 people who abandoned the effort, and I think that sounds tragic, but that's what Constant Contact reports, that they have abandoned it. But we can reach out to them and see if we can help them get registered before it's all failed and so forth. But I think I'm happy about that. And there were a couple of weeks when we didn't send out the reminder on Monday. I don't send that out, Mary does. And I want her to send that out again. And I know we had to do something by the 10th. Was that give them our meal count? I feel like that's right, but without her
I
here,
think
don't
that was
know.
the final hotel date.
Yeah, that was.
The hotel day, yeah, so they could still register, they just wouldn't get the Kiwanis rate. So we've got 18 days left. And I really feel like hopefully we'll get some more registrations. Every time she sends it out, we get a little flurry of people who sign up. So that feels good to me that we're in that particular place.
Okay.
I can send you a report of who's in and who isn't, but I'd rather wait just another week so that we don't have to create those reports, because it takes a lot of moving of columns and things to get it where it's really legible. But I'll do it if you'd like to have one, so you could remind people in your area that you know are supposed to be going. Hi, John Buckwalter.
I have a question. I've seen the basic schedule, but I haven't seen a schedule for the other meetings to try and plan my trip. What time are we meeting as a board on Thursday? And do we have a late board meeting after the convention?
So
1 o'clock,
Mary's
1
handling that. I
p.m.
don't know. Oh, there you go.
1 p.m. on Thursday for the board meeting, and yes, we will have a very fast board meeting on Sunday morning.
I have a question for Katie. Several people have asked me this. For a virtual delegate, is that only House of Delegates, or will there be some sessions that they will get to
It's
attend?
only House of Delegates, Barbara.
Okay, that's what I thought.
However, I hope we'll record the education sessions and make them available as we did last year.
Because some people are not thinking that the House of Delegates is worth $15.
Awesome.
Awesome, I know. So, but
Yeah.
anyway, that's what I thought, but it
Your
just-
club should care enough about what happens to
Right.
pay $15 for you to
Right.
vote.
Right, right.
Yeah.
That's what I told them, but
How are we coming with delegate forms?
You know, I've never seen a delegate form. I know they got mailed out by Mary, and I think she sent them to secretaries and presidents electronically. Jennifer York and I were just conversing with a secretary from one of the clubs right at the time we were starting the meeting, asking about how to get the Dooleys registered to be delegates. So, and Bill, that's your club, so I'm not sure how they're going. And Jennifer had just asked in response to Mary if she would send her the final delegate forms so we could have a look at them and we would be able to answer the questions. So that's where we are on that. We're kind of in the dark on that. There's different moving parts to getting all the convention things together. And Jennifer takes care of getting all the delegates registered day of, et cetera. And as I understood it, we mailed out, hand mailed, that came in a paper copy, a delegate form. I didn't see it because I'm not a secretary or a president right now.
I got it.
Got it.
It's due it's not due until the 19th. That's one of the problems.
Correct. Correct.
I have a question. I guess you don't know the answer to this yet. Should I not be a delegate for my club and have another club that's not send anybody, have me as their delegate? Or
has arrived.
how are you on delegates?
Well, she doesn't really
No,
know.
I don't
We
know.
don't know yet.
We don't know, and I don't know who has sent them in because Mary's not here if she's getting something on that. And Jennifer doesn't know either because she and I are conversing about it, so I apologize. But if it's not due until the 19th, that's just a week before. I know I'm bringing it up at the board meeting at my club, and so to see if they've gotten anybody registered, so we'll see what happens with others. It takes a while because some clubs are still just meeting every other week or once a month or whatever, so.
Yeah.
Or they don't get a quorum.
Yes,
Well, basically, we have, like my club, we have 4 people coming, and so we have 2 as club delegates and 2 delegates at large, myself and a gentleman who was a lieutenant governor.
But they're,
Paul, is the delegate form on the website?
I'm not sure. I'll have to check.
I didn't see it, but I may not have looked everywhere.
I think that's
It-
where I downloaded
It
it.
is.
Yes, you can
because I did
download it.
I downloaded it just today off of the MOARC site.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
got the
David-
registration, and then in the body down below, it's got the delegate PDF.
Okay,
I
thank
I
you.
just did it today, so I know it's there.
I've got a
David
question.
had his hand
Uh,
up.
Yeah, so my club, we've got 2 delegates assigned, but I guess I'm at large, but do I have to fill out a form for that, or am I just automatically?
just when you when you come in and sign in, then tell Jennifer that you're at large.
Okay,
In general, we need at-large delegates to represent a club that's not there. The way it's really supposed to be is that that club is supposed to have elected you as a delegate because they don't have anybody coming, and that's why I was asking that question.
well, that's what I was wondering. Do I need to be assigned to a specific club or?
Yeah, if you know that there's a club that's not going to send anybody in your division or any,
There will be.
yeah, then have them elect you as the delegate if your home club has a delegate, because then we've got two clubs.
Okay,
And if you cannot, for any reason, accomplish that, then when you arrive, you can be assigned to a club as a delegate at large.
Yeah, but it's really neat if you do that in your home division and then you go back and report to them, because that
Yeah.
gets them more engaged. We hope.
Totally. Okay, anything, I understand that we were remiss in not letting people know about the trivia night on Friday night. And so that was supposed to go out when, are you sending one again today, being Monday? Katie?
Mary, I don't have access to do things like that. I'm just a volunteer. But Mary, I was hoping she was sending one out today. I don't see it. Once you register, you don't see them. You know, you don't see the emails anymore. So I don't know, but I will remind her to please do that.
If you could, yeah, she is busy this evening, and so she's not gonna be doing it this evening, but it could happen tomorrow.
Yeah, and I
Reminder that the
apologize. I
hotel-
don't always know when they go out.
A reminder that the hotel book ends Wednesday night would be awesome. It might kick some folks into doing something. Thank you, Katie.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, any issues that we have, folks, from any of the divisions? And I can't see a full screen, so,
Ralph is down there somewhere, Bar.
I'm sorry, what did you say, John?
I said Ralph McCormick has joined us, at least according to my screen.
Oh,
I'm here.
okay.
There's the list of participants.
I don't have vision. I don't have the video. It's not showing up. I don't know why, but I am here.
Well, we had a report on Neosho and Goodman, and they are moving to do something, so that's a good thing. And since the report's all been done and everybody that was on, were you on in time to hear it?
No, I was not. I got here about 20 minutes late.
Okay.
And then I
Any-
fought to get my video working. For some reason, it's not working. Well,
We
then
will-
I'll ignore those two. They were two I had to mention, yes.
We
So,
will send you the recording so that you have it and know what was
Sure.
going on with them.
Sure. But then I would like to go ahead and continue on with that same theme. BB Arkansas had their first meeting a couple of days ago. I've not been able to get a hold of Flo to find out what kind of results. There's only 3 members of the meeting that would have been there, but she has requested that if someone could be there when their next meeting happens to discuss the boost, that would be something that they would certainly appreciate. So if anyone wants to volunteer to show up and I'll let you know when it is. I suspect it'll be around the 18th of this month, the way she was talking. So we can follow up on that one. Then there's Pine Bluff. I don't know if you mentioned Pine Bluff,
No,
but Pine Bluff has requested that we have coaches come over at some point in the near future. They're down to 9 members that I guess show up. They have Scott Stewart Marshall. Is he on here? No, he's the
Stewart
lieutenant governor. Stewart was the one that contacted us and requested that we get involved some way to help Pine Bluff, and I need volunteers for coaches who might be interested there. And of course, the Neosho, as you've already discussed. Foreman, I mentioned before, has gone up from 3 members to 15, and they're doing quite well. We still have 37 clubs that are following in the 10 or below members, about 372 members that are involved with those 37 clubs. That it would be nice if the lieutenant governors on here would check to see if one of their clubs might be under the 10. If they get down to 2 members, it's really hard to do a boost. I think Victor probably explained that quite well, because I know he's down to 2 and it's a difficult situation in Neosho. So the thing that I would like to do is try to set it up where the lieutenant governors would check their division and see what's going on. Give me a call, let me know what we can do to assist in getting some of these clubs that are under 10. And there's 37 of them right now as of the 13th of this month. That pretty much covers everything that I have at this particular point. I'd like to see the lieutenant governors get involved. I did try to get a hold of Lyndall Waits. Is he on? No, okay. Lyndall, I've tried to call him, tried to email him. Bridge Ferry Lake is one that supposedly was going to restart sometime at the first of the year, and I have not heard from him to see if they have or haven't. So any of the lieutenant governors interested in your clubs, contact me and I'll certainly give you the latest on the ones that are in dire needs of us doing something. So that's all I have. If you have any questions, I'll be certainly glad to take them.
Ralph, this is Brad Boyd. I had some back and forth communications with Dan Yates in the last couple of days, and he says his Gravette club is having a hard time with getting people to move up into leadership positions. I think he said he's willing to take on being club president and treasurer this next year, but they have a property up in, I think, Colorado or somewhere that they're gone quite a bit of the year. So he's expecting each of their club board members to take a month or whatever and help out with things. So I don't know where they are.
I have spoken with their president too, Brad, about that. And they had someone in line and she felt like she was just overwhelmed with other issues. And so nobody was prepared to step up. And I know they're a strong club. They're probably the second strongest in my little division. Yeah. And I feel like that he can do it and he'll keep it going. They have good attendance. They have good members. They just don't have anyone who wants to be president. So they're not in any kind of dire straits.
And he was concerned whether he could hold both positions. I said, normally we would prefer you to just have hold one position at a time, but given his CPA accounting background and his having been a governor, I think he can handle both.
What was the name of the town?
If anybody can, Dan Yates can.
Yeah.
What was the name of the town again? I missed it.
Gravette, Gravette.
Oh, Gravette. Okay. I thought that might have been it, but I missed it. So.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Thanks, Brad. Okay, lastly, do we have any other problems, issues, questions from any of our lieutenant governors? Don't all talk at once.
Cheryl, I'll talk for Greg Adkins. The Richmond Club, which I'm a member of, probably still part of, they're struggling right now. Their president backed out for the last couple of months. So a couple of the members are now sharing the president duties. And I think that they've agreed to share the president duties at Richmond for the next year. So again, just like Gravette, there's concerns with leadership, people stepping up. But they solved that, and there's going to be 2 co-presidents, and how they're going to work that out, I don't know. And as far as their wanting to, I think it's because of all of that, they didn't get the delegate form, and I think I'll be letting them know. I won't be at one of their meetings for the next couple of weeks. We're out of town, but they'll send that on. So.
Okay, well, and they can certainly still fill out their delegate form, so.
Oh, yeah.
Please do it. Yeah, it's important that, and we actually have 2 candidates for governor this time. So of all the times, it is important to have say-so in Missouri, Arkansas.
I
And
think
select
everybody's
the governor
excited
we
to
want.
be able to vote. I think that's cool. That we've got an actual vote on that. It's cool.
Yeah. It's good. Anyone else? How about any of our committee chairs? Do you have anything to share? Anyone who didn't thus far?
I'll share for Builders Club. I'm the Builders Club administrator and have not had a lot of activity for the last 2 years.
Yeah.
Being able to get in and be involved. A lot of the clubs are being told, no, we don't want visitors in the buildings right now. So getting the contacts is kind of a challenge for me at this time. I'll send out another, but it is challenging.
So are we still being blocked from some of the school? I thought this fall semester was going to turn into genuine time and it would be good. But that's not the case. It's a possibility.
There's a lot of still concern about having a lot of people coming into the buildings, but they're supposed to be opening up. Open houses in our area are all open, so people are coming in. But because of the 2 years, we've got 2 years of not a lot of support on their part. So that getting into the building and getting the Kiwanians back into the habit of helping the builders clubs and even key clubs too, I think, is going to be a challenge for us trying to encourage them. And that would be a recommendation, is if we can have some encouragement on the part of sent out to the clubs to continue to do the good thing and help the key clubs and the builders clubs. They need to reach out.
We will address that for sure. Thank you.
And I'd like to report for, even though he didn't ask me to, John Goss, that it is time for us all to be getting kids registered for Key Leader.
That's what I was gonna say.
Good. Yeah. And it's third weekend in October for Missouri and first or second for Arkansas.
First weekend.
First weekend for Arkansas. Great. And as we are down here working in Little Rock, I'm advertising for Key Leader, and actually a lot of people are interested. So we need to get that word out.
And we also need to let everybody on here know that after we're done with this initiative in Little Rock and in Bryant, Barbara and I are heading directly, well, and I think Roy, over to Branson on Friday night for their chartering night, which is Club of the Ozarks, and Springfield North for their chartering night. So we did that work in May. But the charter is happening right now. So as former Governor Barbara always said, woohoo!
That's right.
That's right.
Everybody got to say woohoo. 1, 2, 3. Woohoo!
Hey, I have a question.
Yes.
You were talking about Key Leader, and we are trying to get some kids to go this year, but they want to know, do we have a schedule? Do you have a list of things that they do there? That we can try to sell this to them, other than it being, a place to learn leadership skills and, meet other kids or whatever. So I didn't know what to tell them. I have never been. And one girl who said she'd really like to send her son, she said he's just kind of a hands-on kid and likes to be active. And so she's trying to get him to go, but she doesn't know how to get him to go without knowing anything about the schedule.
I believe that the schedule and all that you need to bring is all if you go to sign up, that information is all there.
Well, I was wondering that. I looked on there and it doesn't say anything, but I told her, I said, well, why don't you just act like you're gonna register him? So
Right.
maybe after you go into the form,
You have
then
to
it
go into
tells
the
you all the
site.
information.
Correct, it does. It tells you the schedule
Okay,
and the things that they
okay,
bring. Yep.
okay, all right, thank you.
Mhm.
And if I can get that separately from one of the gentlemen, I will send that to you, Marcia.
Okay.
Becky, Becky.
As for Key Leader,
Marcia's next to you. I'm at the top.
as for Key Leader, they show up between 4 to 6. Everything is done from a facilitator from KI. So we really don't have nothing to do with it. We just know when they start and when they end.
Yeah, but the schedule is online of what they do.
It should be online, yes.
Yeah.
Is it possible to get a copy of that, Jim?
I may have something. I will look, or I will talk with John because I'm helping on both of them this year as well. So I will look what we have, but it's kind of broken down into the different by the book. And as the book changes, the schedule changes. So I have an older Key Leader booklet, but I will see what I have.
Yeah, the schedule that's online is very simple. Like it tells what they do Friday night, and what it does that's really good is the topics that they cover.
Yeah, they just cover certain pillars, so the time is dependent on that and their neighborhoods.
Yep. Becky, as far as being concerned about hands-on, it is a mixture between individual journaling, small group discussions. They're all placed in the neighborhood where they will be doing hands-on activities. And then there's some games or whatever you want to, team building kind of stuff that they do all throughout. So it is a wide mixture that hits all of the learning styles of the different kiddos. So to assure on that.
Thank you. Okay, if no one else has anything else, I'm ready to adjourn. Do we have, oh, wait a minute, we have something on the chat.
Oh, that was just me telling people how easy they can see their reports of each club's growth, I think. Because I don't think we realize how handy those tools are, and they're just right there. It's not sorted by division, but you can export it easily and download it and then sort it by division, state, et cetera. It shows us ahead by 255 members right now. But we all know we're coming up close to when people start to delete their members. But you've done a terrific job, Governor Carla.
Yes, you have.
Yes.
And if,
We did, we
if
all
any of
did
you are
good last week.
talking to, if any of you are talking to clubs, because this is usually the time the board gets serious about people that probably haven't darkened their doors for a while, or maybe even haven't paid dues, you should probably suggest to them that instead of sticking at the board members that may not know those people that haven't been around for years, that they get the person who sponsored them into Kiwanis to call them, because it's a lot harder to turn them down than some club board member that they've never met.
Yes.
Very true.
Thank you, Brad.
Carla, could I mention the convention project of collecting things for hygiene kits? There are things, and I have made 5 of these kits already, and I have more to put together. And toothbrush, which has to be in packaging. It can't just be a toothbrush. Toothpaste, a regular sized one, not a small one. A regular sized bar of soap. A regular sized stick deodorant. 3-ounce shampoo. And with it being a liquid, they want you to put tape, packing tape around that but don't worry, I'm bringing enough packing tape to do it for you if you need it. And a hand towel and a comb. So, and then they suggest that you put it inside a gallon plastic bag. And then we are going to box this up and we will be taking it to Convoy of Hope.
Okay, I did have some questions from some people. You need them delivered to you all complete? It isn't that we're bringing
No.
Yeah,
4 packages of combs and 50 bars of soap?
I thought
No, they could bring 50 bars of soap, but we don't, if they want to just bring soap, that's fine. We will be having people there to make the packets,
Okay,
and then we're going to put those in boxes. But if you want just simply to bring deodorant, you know, whatever you want to bring. I did this packet for less than $9. So, and it has the towel in there also.
But
Any other questions?
Nancy, we will have a opportunity for everybody to build the hygiene kits. So
Sure.
to-
Yes, we will. If you want to spend time with the East Centennial Club members who are doing this for the convention, we welcome people. Yes.
It's just so hard to get all the details out to everybody, but do we have a list we can send out of items to bring that have you got that?
I have it, and I think Mary has sent it out.
Okay, good.
absolutely,
Because
yes.
like I said, I don't see, once you register, you don't see the other stuff that goes out,
Right.
or at least I maybe it's going to presidents and secretaries, I don't know. Okay,
But I would ask all of you, as you have your club meetings, to go back and put this information out.
maybe we could, the lieutenant governors could get a copy of that to help us perhaps.
Nancy, I don't think that's been sent out yet.
I don't think so either.
Yeah, it's good.
Yes, it absolutely.
Yeah, it was sent
I
out.
got it.
It wasn't out.
Was
Yeah,
it sent out just in a regular email?
I think it was sent out
Yes.
twice.
Yes,
She
yes.
listed things that were on there, and if you need this, any more information, I would be glad to send it out.
Do you have a scan of that, Nancy?
That's what we need.
Yes, I can have a scan of that. Do you want me to send it to you,
Send it-
Carla?
Send it to me and I'll make
Okay.
sure it goes out.
Okay,
It's on the MOARC website as well.
Okay.
right.
But not everybody will go to the website and manage to find it, so
Well,
if I can send it to all the lieutenant governors, you can send it out again too.
Okay. I will do that.
Can you
Thank
tell
you.
us something about trivia night, Friday night at the convention? What's it all
Marcia,
about?
Marcia.
How does it work?
Marcia,
We are going to have trivia night, $15 a person to pay. We're going to do 5 rounds because we know it'll be later. Different topics every round. And it's tables of 6 or 8, I mean, to choose from. But if you don't have a full table, it's no big deal. So after dinner, you'll have a ticket just like for a dinner. We'll collect those tickets and then, we'll start the trivia. So it's going to be fun, Paul. That's all you need to know.
Do we have to pre-register for that?
You need to register that evening. I mean,
Oh,
it's,
Okay.
but by that evening, you can do it on the registration form. You can do it when you pick up your registration form. You can do it on Saturday after lunch, or Friday after lunch, or whenever you arrive. It doesn't matter, but yeah,
Okay, thank you.
you're
Yeah, I'm
welcome.
kind of sorry it didn't go out as a regular event. That probably would have been better, but
Can they send it?
We'll get the word out.
It was something you could sign up for. What do you mean a regular event? It was on the registration that you could sign up for it. I got it when I registered.
Me too.
So it's on there now. I just registered last week. So yeah, it is a line item on the registration form. I think Mary was just wanting to promote it a little more as she's sending it out. So, but I mean, it's just a regular trivia night that everyone attends as an adult. So
Yeah.
it's going to be fun. That's all that matters.
Is the topic Kiwanis or is it just regular?
We
stuff?
have a different topic every round, but Kiwanis will be intertwined in it every single round. So we wanna
Okay.
keep it fun.
Sounds fun.
Awesome. Thank you. And does anyone else have anything for the good of the group? Okay, you all have a wonderful evening. Thank you so much for your time.
Thanks, Carla.
Thank you.
Stay safe.
Thanks, Carl.
Thanks.
See ya. Bye-bye.
Bye.
It doesn't like me.
You have
Oh,
to-
it's touchscreen.
You have to go to leave meeting.
I know,
Oh,
I've
it's
been
not doing
touching it,
that?
it hasn't been